Again. Another way. This thing here, they believe that only Paco or great players can do things and you can't. This is obstacle number 4, and it's an assumption, a wrong assumption about what we can do. You know how many times people said, when I was young, yeah, then when the dinosaurs were roaming about the earth, when I was young, you know how many people told me, you can never play like Paco, don't even try. I am from the time where nobody knew anything, not even bad play as they know now, or wrong emulation of the thing, not even that was there, because people didn't dare to touch Paco's repertoire. With the wrong idea that nobody can do it. You know, when I told Paco this thing, I said that, well, people said you are the greatest and there is no meaning to even try. And you know what he said? That this is exactly what all tradition tried to invalidate me with, this argument. Because if I'm so great that nobody can do and nobody can do and nobody can play and nobody can be like this, then I am meaningless. So I said, wow, this is just another perspective. And as we analyze from the obstacle number 2, lack of perspective and subjective perspective, this isn't true, because Paco reinvented flamenco that way for everyone. And you at your level, suppose if you're a beginner, you start with a map, which I designed on Skype, a special thing, how to save time. But this was last thing, because you save time the moment you have a structure, how you will work. But now we need this 4th element, the 4th obstacle, that is the wrong assumption deep in your heart, conscious or unconscious, that you can't do the things as Paco did. Because, or this is only for great players. You see, as soon as you see a difficult thing, oh, well, yeah, no, this one, year 2500, I will maybe do it. So no, this is, because what I'm saying is not if it's right or wrong. The assumption, I bet it's wrong, but, because 90% of the time is, in my experience, and you know, I see 10 players every day. And I didn't start this teaching thing yesterday. So out of the hundreds of students I see a year, I see 8 to 10 guitarists every day on Skype, and you can be one if you will. Out of that experience, I see that 90% of the time, this assumption proved wrong. Proved totally wrong. So now what we need? So we need the method, the structure, 20 minutes to practice, easy thing. You know, when I went, this saving time thing is very interesting, but Paco said, well, you know, you start with 20 minutes proper, because if you know 20 minutes right, if you walk 20 minutes towards the right direction, right, and I walk 4 hours and burn myself towards the wrong direction without the map and because we have these obstacles, misunderstanding or lack of understanding, number 1. Number 2, lack of knowledge of how to practice, not what, including what and why we are doing what we are doing. Number 3, the wrong use of time with useless shortcuts, like not having a written reference from day one, or not knowing how to save time. And this number 4 is the belief that only Paco can play the things or great players can do, and we can't. And this is a psychological. In fact, I will do another series of the 10 psychological aspects which block us from our progress, that nobody speaks of this in YouTube, because unfortunately, and now nowadays, you can notice that unfortunately envy is invading the thing, and so, because people's heart is not clean, you know, regarding music. That's why I admire so much, and my favorite players nowadays in my crew are all people that play for fun, like Ruben Serrano or Armando Treceno, many people who play for fun, because music gives something, some light to their lives, and this is what I do it. But if you do this for prestige, like we know many people do, or for money, then that's another story, right? So, but implications of psychological aspects to musical development and musical growth are there to be discussed apart. So for this time, I conclude with the fourth obstacle we have, which is a big one, and this is doubting about our own capacity to perform, even in the future, and betting against it as if we were our worst enemies. In classic school of music, this is very emphasized, that you are flogging yourself all the time, right? And in flamenco, the kind of disinformation around, because, you know, to know something wrong is also not to know it. It's worse, actually, because you have less options to really manage to escape the jackmate prominent given by time, because so in the third aspect we discuss how we manage time. And because in anything what we are trying to do, that's why you do by hobby. Suppose you play by hobby, but that's why you do by hobby, because you want to do it right and you want to enjoy from it, right? And this is what music can and will give to you if you just step in the other side and stop being a spectator only and start you to be an actor of music in whatever level you are. Meaning that music gives you the space to be there, and it gives you the opportunity to become more cause, what I mean, and less effect of circumstances. Because the effect of circumstances, I have this hand is small, the neighbors complain about the noise, etc. There is many, the dog is running. If you want to search excuses not to take action there, then you will find it, obviously. But at least we should know that I am for the opinion to give a shot to the guys in classic school of music. They all immediately, teachers, my fellow companions, they always underestimate and put down. They always, you know, I live at one block from the conservatory in Malaga, by the way. That's why I point there, because I'm seeing these guys there from the building. So whenever we met in the street, or Maestro, how are you? And then the students tell me, I'm doing a bunch of things. I don't know why I'm learning 8 claves, and who knows? They say, well, why? You are a guitar player. You need this thing. You haven't yet talked to the teachers. They don't care how the students go. Or you find this bureaucratical thing, or just the cheating thing that someone is teaching you something that he doesn't even know to. And then, well, we have options A, B, C, and D when we choose a teacher. But very important thing, because this faith on us, we get it from the teacher. I got it from Paco, this faith. Because when people said nobody can, he said, man, how many hands you have? 2, show me 2 hands. Arms 2, head 1, shoulders 2. Okay, then you lazy fellows, why you're not doing I also have 5 fingers in each hand, etc. Unless you are extraterrestrial, you have 5, right, on each. So put yourself to work, like they say in America, kick your ass a bit and do the things, and then give a shot and let's see. So my proposal is, let's see if it's true, this assumption that you can't, but at least give me and give to yourself your best shot. This is what we do in Skype. So, because confidence is everything. Everything. Absolutely everything here. Thank you very much, and see you next time.